Hello everybody, how are we all? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to what I think is going to be a pretty good unboxing if I do say so myself. We have things from brands like YSL, MIU MIU, Tom Ford and Alaya. I have been on a little bit of a shopping rampage. I feel like I was good for a fair few months and I didn't buy a lot, but I've definitely made up for it in the last few weeks. And truthfully, I wasn't actually going to do an unboxing, but then I started wearing a few of my new items over on my Instagram and I've received a lot of messages off of you guys asking me where the unboxing is. So here we are. Now, most of the purchases were made online. However, I did go to YSL on Bond Street the other day and picked up a few bits, which actually reminded me how nice it is to shop in store. You know, like when you can just try everything on, you can touch it, you can feel it in real life. You can also have a glass of champagne. I just had a sparkling water. How boring am I? But it was actually a really lovely experience to shop in store because I shop online so much, and don't get me wrong, online shopping definitely has its benefits, like the fact you can sit on the sofa in your pajamas, with one click make a purchase and it arrives at your front door. Like, it doesn't really get better than that, but it was nice to go in store and have the full treatment, you know? So the first thing I picked up came in this beautiful box, and I have had my eye on these shoes. It is a pair of shoes. I had my eye on these from the moment they came out. In my opinion, they are so beautiful, so chic, very sexy. I don't know what's happened to this tissue paper. And overall, just a stunning heel. So I believe these are called the Lee Slingback. I went for the black leather, which has a slight shine to it, and then a gold heel. They come in all different colours. The brown is stunning, and also the burgundy are really gorgeous as well. But I just thought the black would go with everything. I also feel like the design itself is very timeless, and it's something that's not really going to date. These are also very much quiet luxury, and definitely, if you know, you know. There is no heavy branding, and the only logo is on this part here, which is covered with your foot when you're wearing them. And in my opinion, they are a very chic and sophisticated shoe, but that is where all of the positivity in this heel ends, because I actually have already worn these. I wore them the day that I purchased them to an event, and these are quite possibly, no, not even quite, these are the most uncomfortable heels I have ever worn in my entire life. And I like to think I'm quite good in heels. I'm that person that will never take their shoes off on a night out. Like, even if my feet are killing me, my toes might be blistered, my shoes are staying on my feet. These are something else. I only wore them to a dinner event. I walked from the taxi to the restaurant. I sat in a seat for about 3 hours. I wasn't even on my feet. And then I walked back to the cab. I could barely walk in them. Like, my feet were hurting that bad and my toes were all blistered. When I tried them on in store, they felt fine, but once I'm walking around, they are actually hideous. And do you know what? I put them on my Instagram story, and one of my friends messaged me and asked me if I thought they were comfortable. I'd already worn them and I told her that they were horrendous and possibly the worst heels I've ever worn. And she said she'd got them as well. Thought the exact same thing, to the point she wore them on Christmas Day and had to take them off after an hour. So even though, as I said, they're so chic and beautiful, I just don't know if I'm ever going to be able to put my feet in them again. And they could be one of my worst purchases I have ever made, and I'm so sad about it because I love them. I think they're stunning. And don't get me wrong, I understand that heels are not often comfortable unless they're Jimmy Choo. Jimmy Choos are like slippers, and I feel like I need to stick with them. But I get it, they're not often comfy. But these, there's some kind of design fault because they're not meant to be this bad. And I was also worried it was just my feet, so that they hurt so much. But then after my friend messaged me, I'm now thinking like it's an actual problem with everyone. So let me know if you have those heels and you're having the same issues, because they're just the worst. But the other thing I picked up from YSL was a much better purchase, and so far I've absolutely loved this. I wore this on the same evening because you'll see it actually goes so nicely with the uncomfortable heels. And it is the most beautiful mock croc clutch bag. It does have a chain though, so you can wear it as an over-the-shoulder bag as well. But something I realised I'm lacking in my wardrobe is evening bags. I do have a few, but they're very sparkly, and sometimes the vibe just isn't sparkles, you know? And I felt like this would be a really lovely addition to my handbag collection. And of course my thoughts were I could wear these two things together, but as I've said, I feel like these shoes are going in the bin. All jokes aside, at least the bag is beautiful. As I already said, there is a chain, so you can kind of wear it over your shoulder like this. I do also think this bag would be great in the daytime as well. Like, imagine baggy blue jeans, an oversized white t-shirt, like that is pretty much what I wear every single day. But in the summertime, with a pair of black sandals, and then this bag just kind of under your arm, I feel like it can be cool, like dressed down as well. I also love the minimal branding. The mock croc is beautiful. And of course, I'm always the biggest fan of black against gold. It's just fail safe. And as I said, I did wear this bag the same night as I wore the shoes, and I got so many compliments on it. And I think this is going to be a great buy and something that's going to stay in my wardrobe forever. So that was everything I picked up in store from YSL, but I do have one other thing to show you. But this I bought online at Matches Fashion because I often shop designer on there. They have a really amazing delivery service. It's only within like a London area, I believe, but basically you can pay for them to deliver your item within 90 minutes. And I've used this service multiple times and it always comes within about half an hour, which is pretty much insane. They drop it off via Addison Lee, and as someone who is as impatient as I am, I'm so impatient. Like, if I see something and I decide in that moment that I want it, like, don't get me wrong, I always think about my purchases, but then there'll just come a moment I think, right, it's now, I want it, but then I want it there and then. So the 90-minute delivery service is just the best thing ever. It is quite lethal, but it's also so great. So I picked up the YSL Croc Effect belt, which matches my handbag. Is this a little bit matchy-matchy? I feel like it might be, but I love it when things match. Like, it makes me so happy. Some of you might remember I did actually place an order on Matches for this exact belt back in, I want to say, like October or November of last year, but I purchased it in the smooth leather because I felt like I own a lot of black belts with smooth leather, you know, but this one seems very different. And after I got the clutch bag, I felt like it would just go perfectly. I also looked at this bag, by the way, in the smooth leather, which is so beautiful, but it already had scratches on it in store. So even though it looked great, I felt like it was just going to get scratched to pieces. So that's why I ended up going for this Croc Effect instead. I'm actually going out soon with some of my girlfriends, and I have this outfit idea in my head. It's kind of like a black sheer roll neck, black trousers, gold accessories, this belt, and this clutch bag. I feel like it's going to look very chic. But of course I could wear this belt without that bag, and I could wear it with any bag, and I just think it's going to be a really nice addition to my accessories wardrobe because I don't own any belts with this kind of leather. I'm actually taking the sticky plastic off. I haven't even checked if it fits me though yet. Should I do that? It's actually a perfect fit. I might leave it on for the rest of the video, but now I haven't taken the plastic off, it looks a bit weird. Can I do it from here? Shit, I actually can't get it off. Okay, I'm gonna have to leave it on. Good job I'm keeping it. Some other bits I picked up from Matches. Actually, I've got another belt here, which is from a brand that I'd actually never heard of before, if I'm completely honest. And it's not actually written on here where it's from, but I will leave the name up here. But something I think is a belt, like accessories in general, to be fair, really makes an outfit, in my opinion. You could have the most boring, kind of basic outfit, jeans and a t-shirt, but once you accessorize it, it can really elevate a look. And even though I do own another brown belt, it's very logo heavy, and I wanted something that didn't have any logos on it and was a little bit more understated. And then I saw this, which has a lot of gold, don't get me wrong, so it's still kind of in your face, but there's no logos on it at all. It's just a really gorgeous quality belt, and I think definitely going into spring, it's going to complement like a lot of my outfits, and especially worn with things like my Celine bag, like the tan together, and also my gold Picotin. I think it will go really nicely with them. Truthfully, I am kind of on the market for a gold Kelly belt. Oh God. As I was saying, a gold Kelly belt. So like this one, which is my Kelly belt in the colour taupe. I want this but in the same colour as my Picotin. I love these Hermes belts so much. They go with everything. Another thing that's very kind of understated, not very logo heavy, it's just kind of like if you know you know, and I just really feel like a gold one would be so great in my summer wardrobe. I love tan accessories so much. I really hope this is the year that I get my Hermes Kelly bag. Speak that into existence in gold. That would be great. Now we're on to the sunglasses that I picked up from Matches, and they're both Tom Ford. Truthfully, I'm not going to keep both of these pairs. I might not even keep either of them if you think they look ridiculous, but if you haven't already noticed by my tan belt, I'm very much in my spring accessories era. Like, I'm definitely thinking about spring. I'm over autumn, winter. I'm over the weather. I'm ready for some sunshine. And I'm trying to get my wardrobe prepared for that as well. So, the first pair of sunglasses I picked up, I feel like maybe they're too cool for me. You know, like, I'm not sure if they are very me. Like, I love them, but do they suit me? Do you know what I mean? So they're tortoiseshell with a clear-ish lens. These are very, very on trend this season. You are going to see these everywhere. I mean, not these particular pair, but this style of glasses are very on trend for this coming season. And I'm kind of here for the trend. I mean, I definitely am, but sometimes trends don't suit us. And I'm kind of thinking, do these suit me or not? Like, I'm not really sure. Like, I can kind of envision the look, but maybe the look is for someone else. Do you know what I mean? Like, gorgeous sunglass, but do they suit me or not? Like, be brutally honest in the comments, guys. I mean, you often are. I love you for it. I have to say, I love the case. It's so gorgeous. It's like a brown suede. A handbag in this colorway would be stunning. So that was the first pair I picked up. And then the second pair kind of throw me back a few years. I always used to love an aviator sunglass. Like, that was my thing. And when I saw these, I kind of just thought, oh God, I'm opening the wrong way. I kind of thought, are we in 2016 again? But I also feel like they could be really, really lovely on in the summer. They're a black aviator with gold accents. They've got this kind of like black bar across the top of them. I love this word, clearly. I love the word chic because I say it all of the time, but I just think these are so chic. Once again, like, imagine an oversized white t-shirt, baggy jean, like a really chilled, casual look. And then these on. I don't know, you guys are going to have to let me know. The only thing I would say, I think sometimes with my face shape, this particular style of lens can kind of drag my face down. Maybe I'm overthinking it. I'm not too sure. I feel like I love them, but like the other pair of sunglasses, do they look great on me? Once again, be honest, which pair should I keep or should I not keep either of them? Like, I'm happy to hear it. And the last thing I picked up from Matches was a pair of shoes. And I haven't even tried them on myself yet, but how cool is this box? Sorry, it's got like a little belt on it to keep it closed. How clever is that? As I say, I haven't even tried this on. I haven't even properly seen them, but I've had my eye on them for a really long time. And today is actually Valentine's Day when you're watching this video. Well, it won't be when you're watching this video, but today that I'm filming it is actually Valentine's. And I feel like these are very on theme. Giving you a little hint there. They are from Alaya. I feel like a lot of you already know what heels these are, just with those two clues alone. So we have the dust bag, and inside the bag is the beautiful shoe. I'm sorry, these are so cool. So they're perspex. Well, something I don't love is this perspex strap across the top, gonna be honest. Not really loving that. Like, I wish that wasn't there, but anyway, they're perspex with this strap here, and then they're pointed into a patent heart detail on the toe. I just think they're so incredibly cute. I've seen these so many times. I tried them on in Harrods and kind of fell in love with them, and I've ummed and ahed about them for a while, and I just decided, you know what? I feel like I would actually wear these a lot, and it's becoming apparent I do actually have quite a lot of black heels, but the majority of my wardrobe is black. When I go out on nights out, or, you know, even daytimes out, I often opt for black, and I feel like, can you really ever have enough black pairs of heels? The same as, can you ever have enough black handbags? I don't think so, personally. So I feel like these are a very good addition to my shoe collection, but at the same time, I'm not 100% sold on them. It's Valentine's Day, we're going out for dinner tonight, and I feel like I might wear them. These also come in red, which I think are so pretty and so cute, but I don't wear a lot of red, so I didn't really think that they were going to be the best investment for me because I felt like I wasn't going to wear them enough. I think the black will actually get worn more than I think, so I have to let you know if I keep them or not. I'm sorry if the camera keeps moving, it's because it keeps overheating. I'm having to keep turning it on and off, and it's driving me insane. Anyway, we're on to everything I picked up from Selfridges, and I have to say they're another online store that do a great next day delivery service. I mean, of course, Selfridges have stores on the high street as well, but online you can actually pay for next day delivery for an entire year, and it's really good to have because it always arrives on time, and I just love it. Anyway, if you follow me on Instagram, you'll have already seen this purchase because I shared it in a reel, and I feel like I've kind of made my mind up whether I'm going to keep it or not, but I wanted to show you guys it anyway, just in case you can sway my opinion at all. But I wanted a Bottega bag for as long as I can remember, especially in this particular style. The reason I haven't bought it, well, I feel like there's a number of reasons, But truthfully, I'm not shy of buying a designer handbag or two. I mean, hence the situation going on behind me here. I love my handbags, but I have to always make sure that they're going to be a good investment. I want to make sure they're going to be something I'm going to wear over and over again, and I always look to buy handbags that are going to really hold their value. And in my experience, Bottega bags don't really do that, but I really love how they look. Another reason I haven't bought this bag sooner is I think there are a lot of really great dupes of this bag out there. And I know a lot of you will say a dupe is basically a fake. I personally don't necessarily agree with that, because if there's no branding, like there's no logos and they haven't faked the logo as such, and there are points of difference, then in my opinion it's a dupe and not a fake. And obviously with a Bottega bag, where lots of them don't have any branding, it's quite easy to dupe them. How many times I want to say dupe, but you get in my drift. But I have had a few of the dupes, sorry about this word, and they just don't really quite cut it. You know, I'm still feeling like I want the real thing. Not that the other things aren't real, but you kind of get my gist. So I decided to buy one, style it up and just see how I felt. And I went for the Teen Jodie in taupe. First of all, let's just take a moment for the colour. I'm still not that sure in it. I think in truth, I really wanted the fondant colour, which is a little bit darker. It almost looks like black in certain lights, but it is brown, like it's got like a brownie undertone. But then I was thinking about spring, and I felt like that bag maybe was a little bit dark for spring. And I thought this would be a good in-between. But now it's arrived, I'm feeling like it looks slightly like poo. Do you guys think that? Like, it's just not really the nicest colour brown, is it? I also feel like it's a bit weirdly big. I mean, it is also currently stuffed, so it's very stiff as well. Sorry, my camera's overheating again. Be right back. We're back. The camera is still hot, but I've since unstuffed the bag. It definitely looks better like this, like a little bit slouchy, you know? Let me hide the label because I feel like it's killing the vibe. I feel the teen size is nice in some ways, but you can't really fit it over your shoulder. I mean, you can, but it's not exactly comfortable. But then the size bigger than this is huge, and the mini I think is too small. I feel like the mini would be better on my frame, truth be told, but it doesn't really fit anything in it, and it wasn't really the bag that I was going for. I feel like the positives with this bag is you definitely feel safe carrying it. It's definitely an if you know, you know kind of bag. There are so many dupes that everyone's going to think this is fake anyway, so it kind of makes me think what is the point in buying it. But you know, it does feel kind of nice. I would say that the quality isn't necessarily amazing. There is something, I spotted something on it and I was like, oh, that's not very good. It was basically a stitch where there was half of like a square of leather that kind of hadn't been cut off, and I thought that is not great at all. But overall, I mean, I like it, but do I love it enough to keep it? Like, that's the truth of it. And I think I've basically answered my own question with that, where if you don't love something, you shouldn't keep it. I think because I've wanted it for so long, kind of feel like, am I over it? I just feel like my money would be better spent elsewhere. Or maybe I should just wait until I get offered my next Hermes bag, which hopefully happens really soon. Let me know what you guys think. Maybe I should get a mini in a fun colour, or maybe I should just not bother at all. I did actually get two other things from Selfridges, and they're both sunglasses. I bought 4 pairs of sunglasses in the last few weeks. Am I okay? I'm only gonna keep no more than 2 pairs though, okay? So like, they were bought to try on and potentially send back. So these ones are actually from Miu Miu, and can we just take a moment for how cute and beautiful Miu Miu's packaging is? I love pink. It's my favourite colour, even though none of my wardrobe, or very little of my wardrobe, is pink, but I really, really, really do love it. And this packaging makes me very happy. These are actually a pair of sunglasses that I am 100% keeping. I actually wore them the other day, and I just think they're stunning. So you've got the material sunglasses case, which is in velvet, and then you've got the hard case, which is also velvet with the Miu Miu logo. And these are so gorgeous on, I can't even tell you. I mean, don't tell me I look horrible in them, because I've kept them and I'm going to wear them all of the time. They've got the Miu Miu logo on the side. They are tortoiseshell, and I really feel like they are giving spring, summer. Something I love about these is the fact you can see my eyebrows over the top of them, and like you can see like a lot of my face, like they don't take over my face, if that makes sense. I love the logo. I mean, not quite luxury over here at all, are they? But I think they look fab, and I'm honestly so, so, so happy with this purchase. I love them. so much. And they're also really comfortable on. You know, like a pair of sunglasses which is really light. Often when sunglasses have like heavy logos, it makes them really heavy, but these aren't. They're really light without feeling cheap. Like, they don't feel cheap, they just feel really nice. I'm so happy with that purchase. I'm also absolutely loving Miu Miu at the moment. Like, I would love to really invest in some of their ready to wear. Like, so many gorgeous pieces. So maybe, possibly, we might be doing that going into spring. And the last thing I got, it wasn't in that case, God, I've got so many pairs of Tom Ford sunglasses over here, I'm getting confused. But these were very similar to these with the clear lens. However, these have got a darker lens and like an overall darker frame, still tortoiseshell. I just don't know how I feel. I feel like these are reminding me, do you remember those Celine sunglasses from years ago that went viral? Like, Kim Kardashian was wearing them, everyone was wearing them at one point. Like, they were just the it girl sunglass. I feel like these are reminding me of those, you know? I do like them. Do I love them? I don't really think I do. I feel like I've answered my own question. Maybe I should send them back, but they are giving cool girl at the same time. And I think these look better on me than the clear lens. I just feel like the clear lens is, I don't know, I just feel like it's not really me. But that was everything I purchased over the last few weeks, and I really need to relax myself now because I went a bit crazy. Although, all that being said, the bag I think is gonna go back. Definitely a pair of sunglasses is gonna go back. But overall, I think I got myself some nice accessories to start the spring season. So I hope so much you enjoyed this video. As always, everything featured will be linked down below. I would also like to take this moment to say, if you have any video requests for me, then pop them in the comment section down below and I will definitely be filming those very soon. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will hopefully see you in my next one. Take care, lots of love, bye bye.